Welcome back to KIMT News 3 at 5. Let's bring in KIMT Storm Alert Weather Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. And Sarah, while it was really tough to find the sun at parts here today, it looks like you got a nice shot out of Mason City. It's peeking through, right?
Yeah, a little bit. You can tell that there is some clearer skies a little further off to the west. So that's why we can see this blanket of clouds followed then by the horizon, the sunshine. It was looking really pretty not too long ago. Very, very bright, very, very pink right about there. But of course, the sun has descended and will continue to do so. Eventually, these clouds will start to break apart just a smidge before they come right back and bring a little snowfall with them. Before we talk about that, let's hit on temperatures because they've actually been going up slowly but surely over the course of the last couple hours. We're sitting at 24 degrees currently in Rochester, 26 in Mason City. A lot of us in the mid to upper 20s at the moment. So a little different than the 40s we were enjoying at the very beginning of this week. But I can tell you it's going to be a while before we see those 40s again. So I hope you had your fill. As mentioned, though, temperatures are going up, which means a little more moisture coming into the region. Most of that thanks to the southern winds and the low pressure system attached to a warm front that's helping to lift in some of this southern warmth. As you can see, temperatures still looking to stay below the freezing point for the majority of us, though, as well, a little more of this comes our way. A little deceiving, I will admit. Radar picking up on what looks to be quite a bit of widespread snowfall, but a lot of this isn't actually hitting the ground. It's still very dry here on the surface, so you might be seeing these dark gray clouds moving by looking like they want to drop something, but just struggling to do so. That being said, still seeing maybe a few of those flakes actually hitting the ground. Some of the darker blues indicated there, very possible. But this is moving out, and as it does, there's those clearer skies I mentioned. They're going to be brief. As I zoom things out, you can already see that low pressure system I mentioned. This was a warm front helping to push in some of the southern winds, but this cold front very quickly going to take over that warmer air as cold air moves faster than warmer air. And once it does, the system moving further to the east will bring us all this chance for some more snow. Let's time it out. Futurecast pushing time forward brings the majority of this as we begin right around 10 p.m. this evening, and then it becomes more widespread going into the overnight. This is around midnight, seeing some darker blues indicated in some of these areas where snow could be a little heavier. The thing is, we're going to also deal with some winds, that possibility for snow squalls very suddenly. Visibility could be reduced immensely. That is why a winter weather advisory will be going into effect starting at midnight for 5 of our counties, but extending further to the west, north, and south. Ultimately, we'll be finishing off things with about 1 to 3 inches. Some of us just a trace to an inch of this fresh snow. So not all of us getting as much snow, but we will be dealing with the blowing snow aspect Friday and then the big cool down on Saturday.
All right, we'll be ready, Sarah.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Of course.